So I had a dream today, and it's already evening, so I probably should have recorded this a while ago, but it was still fresh in my memory. So, in a dream, I was participating in this competition with pretty much everybody from my university class, but not the university I actually graduated from, but the university which I studied in for like 2 or 3 months in Ukraine. And I was with those people, and the competition was like a sort of a marathon. It was a running competition where you have to run a certain distance, except with a twist that the goal was to finish second, not first. So the person who would finish first would actually lose, right? And the person who would finish second would be actually the winner. And not only that, but you also had to run through like a really strange terrain, basically like a swamp or a marsh with a lot of water. Not like deep water, but like knee deep water. Um, and I was taking part in this competition. Oh, and also, as you're running, uh, there were a lot of forks in the road, like going left and right, and you have to choose the right one. It's basically like sort of a labyrinth on top of everything. So it goes like through this forest slash like flooded forest slash swamp marsh area sort of thing, and the goal is to finish second. So in this competition, you would have to um, run as fast as you can to the finish line, but then not actually be the first one to cross it, which is weird. I don't know why, but it's a dream. And I was running, I was participating in this competition, but I wasn't actually trying to win. I didn't actually care about winning. I was just doing it for the fun of it. I don't know even why I was there in the first place, because it was a competition in a university class, and university which I didn't really even go to. So I have no idea what I was doing there in the first place. So um, I'm running, having fun, and I also remember that I didn't. I always kept running straight. I didn't take any forks in the road or so. And I saw people, always turning left or right, thinking that that way might be a shortcut, but then actually coming back and losing lots of time and so on. But I just kept going just straight because I thought that would be, the easiest way, the less bothersome way to do the race. Because once again, I wasn't even trying hard. I wasn't trying to win in in the competition. And what was also strange about it was that everybody, maybe not everybody, but me, I was definitely naked. But not like in a sexual way, more like in a fun, childlike sort of way, if that makes any sense. Um, and I remember, I think it was because I was sleeping on my back. I would jump up in the dream very high, and I would sort of um, land on my butt and slide over the water. So instead of running, I would just jump and slide. It was really fun. I was having lots of fun doing it. Um, for some reason, next, like close to the finish line, there was also PewDiePie and Marcia, and I don't know why they were there, but my brain sort of imagined them there. And I got to the finish line, and I saw that there was this one girl with sort of dark hair, like I don't know, and she was running in front of me, and she um, crossed first. I guess she completely forgot the rule that you need to finish second if you want to win. Um, and so she was completely oblivious, and she crossed first. And then I realized, hey, I'm actually going to win this. I'm actually going to finish second. But then there was this other girl. I think her name was, I don't remember. I think it was like a real girl who I know in real life. Zhenya Pampucha, I think was her name, if I remember correctly. And so she crossed the line along with me. So we were both second, pretty much, me and that girl. She wasn't like a friend or anything. She was just in my class. And then suddenly, everybody was congratulating me because I won. But I wasn't even trying to win. So who knows what it means? I was just having fun, taking the most straightforward path, not taking any detours. And yeah, and I won. Good dream, I guess. And then also at the end of the dream, um, everybody was congratulating me, and um, everybody else finished. But I guess it was only half of the people who were participating, so not like the whole class. And everybody was sitting in this sort of ancient Greek amphitheater. Um, and I also don't know why, but all of the guys were wearing like these old school Japanese middle school uniforms, like the black ones with the collar. And weirdly enough, there was this also one guy whom I knew who was my classmate in middle school, so he was also in there for some reason, and he was sitting there. I remember he was really loud, like really annoying, and he was kind of annoying in middle school as well. Like, don't know what happened to him, but he was there too. Weirdly enough, and I think that's pretty much as far as I remember. So I guess I was the only one who was naked. Maybe. I probably would have remembered if any of the girls from my class were naked. Um, but once again, there wasn't anything sexual about the dream. It wasn't a wet dream in any way. Um, just like a, I don't know. Yeah. I got a good feeling from it. Sometimes you have those dreams and they just completely set your mood for the whole day. Like if you wake up and you just had a really good dream and you feel really good for the rest of the day, and sometimes you just have a really crappy dream and you end up feeling bad the whole day as well. So this one was like one of those good dreams, which was really cool. Um, yeah, this was the dream that I saw today. What else? I guess I can also use this as sort of a diary, making these videos. But oh, I guess it's also good to mention that I wasn't sleeping at home. Last night I was staying at my friend's place. He lives in a different city, and I was also sleeping not on my bed. I was sleeping on an inflatable mattress, which was actually kind of really comfortable, surprisingly. I love that thing. I paid like 30 euros for it, and it's like it's a luxury inflatable mattress, if that makes any sense. Um, and the coolest thing about it, the thing I love about this particular mattress, is that it has this sort of electrical motor, which you can plug into an electricity outlet, and it, it blows the mattress up automatically. I mean, it doesn't blow it up. It inflates it automatically, which is the coolest thing ever. Because if there is one thing I absolutely despise about inflatable mattresses, is that you actually have to inflate them. Like, the whole process is annoying, and who even owns a pump? Why would you like that? I mean, I have a pump for a bicycle, but you cannot use that one for an inflatable mattress. So every single time you need to inflate a mattress, you end up using the hair dryer, which works, and it's not really difficult, but it's also kind of annoying because you have to sit there with the hair dryer and so on. And this thing is just magical. I love my mattress. I haven't used it for like 2 years, so I was kind of afraid that it would be punctured, that there would be a hole in it, but it was wonderful. And also, so I stayed for 2 nights at my friend's place, and the first night was really cold. He didn't have a blanket. He didn't give me a blanket, so I had to sleep in all my clothes, and I also had to wear my coat. Um, that was just absolutely miserable. I hated the first night. I don't think I had any dreams the first night. But the second night, he actually went to his father's house and got me a blanket, which was really cool of him. And I had a very comfortable, warm sleep, and I had a very good dream. So, wonderful. Let me get another chair to put my feet on. My feet up. I can put the feet on the table. Oh, I'm tired. I'm really tired today. I feel sleepy. This friend, he also lives. He lives in the city here in the Netherlands, the city where we both went to university. He was born there as well, so he just went to a university in his hometown. And I haven't been to that city in 4 years, I think, since 2018, since my graduation. So it was very nostalgic coming back to the city. I remembered all the nights, I arrived at night. It was already very late on Friday. And I remembered you know, um, all the time I spent in that city. I used to go on walks alone at night. And I guess it's a good place to go on walks at night. That city. Um, it's very safe, but there also like aren't many people on the street, and it has a beautiful boulevard with a beach, and you can walk along the beach. And the weather is usually really terrible, so you get to see. So there's lots of wind, and the sea is usually very tumultuous. So I remembered all of those things, and also all the party nights, like coming back drunk from a party in Vlissingen. Good times. Also lots of sad times, but lots of good times as well. It was very nostalgic. And what was strange to see is that how much the city has changed in 4 years, which I didn't expect at all. It's a very small city. I think only about 50,000 people live there. But a lot of new buildings have been built, and like a whole new neighborhood that wasn't there, which was really trippy. And the university which we went to, they are building. They just opened a new campus in a neighboring city, and they opened a really good dormitory there. Like I saw it online. It's like it's new, it's beautiful, it's clean, it's spacious, it has all the amenities. Um, it's really fun to live there because of the student parties, and I would have loved to stay in that dormitory. I would have loved it so much. And we were talking with my friend about how unfair it is that the people who are studying in our university now have it so much better than we did. Because when I started my bachelor's degree, there were no dormitories at our university. Period. Like there was student housing, but it was mostly just a house with where you could rent a room in like one of the 3 or 4 or 5 rooms. So there were student houses, but they were really disgusting most of the times, really old, not renovated. And I stayed. I rented a room in this one old woman's place, and she was very nice, but it wasn't really a fun place to live in as a student because you couldn't, have parties there, which I didn't really go to a lot of parties in the first couple of years of my study. What was it? What was I even talking about? Oh yeah, about how good the current students have it, and we also talked about how our lives would have been different now. Well, would have been different up until now had we gone to a different university, me and him. Like, he probably, would have chosen something else. Me too. We would have never become friends. And I don't know. It's weird to think that your life would have been entirely different had you made like a really small and seemingly insignificant choice 8 years ago. 8 years ago. This is insane to think about. I was 16. I'm now 24. I was 16 when I had to choose my university. I didn't know what I was doing. I had no idea. But I would have had completely different friends, completely different experience. I would have never met my current girlfriend, which would have been really sad. Well, having different friends would have also been really sad because I love the friends I have now, but